is dinner?
Well, I thought you'd be home a couple of hours ago, and I put everything away.
What is this? Pizza?
You had just called me. I would have known what...
Dinner ready is pizza.
Honey, please don't be so loud. Please don't... Let go of me!
Get in the kitchen!
No!
Do you want to see what hurts? That's what hurts! That's what hurts!
Oh, please!
For information, call 1-800-END-ABUSE.
Check it out!
The campus has it all.
Learn it, or work it, or play it, just do it. It's a cool place. Call now! Go to work, go to school, go ahead.
Good evening. This is Matt DeLong along with former IPFW volleyball All-American Felipe Roulette calling the action in tonight's NCAA men's volleyball match between the Nittany Lions of Penn State University and the IPFW Mastodons. Kent Horman is down on the floor right now introducing the starting lineups for Penn State and IPFW. And Felipe, this is going to be a good one. IPFW coming in certainly as the underdog, but Penn State is a team that I think the IPFW players know that they can compete with and possibly beat tonight.
Yeah, they can. Also, Penn State is coming out pretty strong. Penn State right now is ranked number 10 in nation with 17-4. They have as a captain Ivan Contreras, who is a junior, and he has international experience, and they have a very strong team. Even though they lost setter first team All-American Carlos Ortiz because academics this year, and it's a tough team. IPFW, us, we're going to be mic setting. Jorge is still not ready completely to play. And Ryan is back too of the flu. I don't know. We have a different lineup. We'll see what we can do.
I'll tell you what, right now, why don't we just pause for the special starting lineup. Here's your IPFW Mastodons.
Cool.
See Justin Luna there. He's had a pretty fine season so far.
Yeah, Ricky has been jumping around all over. He's been setting, playing outside. Tonight we're going to see him at the opposite position.
There you just saw Ricardo Soler being introduced, and he's a surprise in the lineup tonight. Probably the most talented of the IPFW players. The lone starter left from that 94 team that was so successful, and he's had some academic problems, but and it was team academic problems, not as far as the NCAA is concerned, and he's back in the lineup tonight. There you see Brad Preditis. He's been the leader for IPFW this year, ranking in the tops in the country, averaging 4.71 kills per game, and there's the man that's going to be the center of attention tonight, Mike Tremolin. He's 6'7", one of the tallest setters in the country now, and because your brother, Jorge Roulette, is still out nursing a pretty severely sprained ankle. Tremolin has been forced from his middle hitter position back into the there's Ken Lugering, the honorary coach for IPFW tonight, and he certainly enjoyed being on TV there. But nonetheless, Tremolin is going to be the key for IPFW tonight, Felipe. If just the fact that he does not set very often, he is a middle hitter.
You are right, man. I mean, if Mike can carry the team and set up the offense through the entire match, definitely IPFW is going to do good. We can't just rely on that. Jorge has to be ready to come in. Javier has been doing a great job coming off the bench to play the opposite position or playing outside. He's doing a very good job. We can see the team practiced very good this last week, even though last Wednesday we played Ball State. We lost in 4 games, but there was some good signs for IPFW.
So Penn State ranked number 10 in the nation, 17-4 coming in here. We're going to get right down to the action here. Starting the serve is Sergio Pampena. Let's see what IPFW can do right out of the blocks here.
Oh, yes. Nice.
I'll tell you what, when Ricky Soler sits out a couple matches and they can go to him right away, Mike Tremolin with the big set into Ricky Soler, and that's a good way for IPFW to start. The side out goes back to the Dons.
That was a nice combination by IPFW. Now, that's going to be something that when we play at Penn State, we couldn't stop. It was their medals, number 13 and number 11, which is Kevin Hurricane, who is also an All-American, number 13. He's a sophomore. He doesn't have that much experience, but I heard good things about him. He's always on time, a good player.
Justin Luna taking one off the block there, and that's another positive sign for IPFW getting Luna off. I tell you, playing the opposite tonight, I believe, and he's only at 6 foot. IPFW very, very small. Nice jump serve by Luna.
Oh, nice block by Brad. Good reach inside. And
Ryan Perrott also is suffering from, last week he suffered from some stomach flu problems. He's back in there getting in on the block with Preditis, and you see Luna's serve goes out. IPFW, though, with the early lead, 1-0. The other night against Ball State, though, Pava, they were up 3-0 early in the first game, and then the wheels proverbially came off. See what the Dons can do with it now. Big time block by Kevin Hurricane. There he is, the big 6'7" middle for Penn State. As Felipe stated, he is an All-American.
He, at least when I play, he sometimes gave me a hard time. He has a very good shot to the zone 1 position. He's tough.
It's a great dig there by Pampena. IPFW trying to keep it alive now. It's a nice play there by Perrott, keeping it up.
No, he made that call early. I thought that ball hit off Chris' knee, but no, I guess not. That last play, you saw Ivan Contreras coming from the left side all the way to the right side of the court to hit that ball.
Penn State with a couple quick points, now 2-1, and Brad Preditis puts it down. IPFW right back with the side out now. Ryan Perrott's going to be back and serve, but just a moment ago we saw a big-time kill for a point by Ivan Contreras, and I tell you what, he is one to watch for Penn State.
Oh, definitely. And he's now playing his natural position. For the last 2 years, he has been playing middle, and this year they made a switch and switched him to the outside.
Bad pass there enabled Brad Preditis to get the kill on the point. We're all knotted up at 2. Here in the Expo Center at the Fort Wayne Memorial Coliseum. That was a nice try there by Mike. Trying to bring that one back in play, but
good defense. It just couldn't handle it.
It's a nice setup in here, though.
Oh, yeah, that's very nice.
First time volleyball's been here in the Expo Center, Memorial Coliseum, and quite nice. We used to call that a noodle, didn't we? Now noodle, Mike Tremolin's the setter. That was a noodle shot by Chris
We call it Farmer now. Missing those shots is just so frustrating when you're playing defense and you're expecting the ball hard on the side and you get that noodle shot.
Mike Tremolin trying
effective, though.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It throws you off as a blocker. Well, you know about that. There's Ricky. His second swing gets another side out for IPFW. He's got to be surprised just to be in the lineup. It was almost a game-time decision of whether Ricky would be playing tonight, and it seems like he's come out ready to show something.
Oh, he has been ready. He was very mad at himself because of the academic situation that he had, but he stayed with the team. He practiced. He wanted to be part of the team, and he's showing so far.
Ivan Contreras back on the jump serve. Again, Contreras was one of the starters for the national championship team. They won it right here in Memorial Coliseum in 1994. As a freshman, he's a second-team All-American. That time, he's been able to serve the point for Penn State. 3-2, Nittany Lions on top of IPFW here in Game 1. It's a nice dig there by Otto.
Nice shot by Justin. Good choice by Mike. Great defense. I mean, we just got to keep doing this.
they're coming out playing real tough here early on. That's pretty important for them, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's definitely going to help us for our confidence.
Overpass.
Oh.
What happened there? Was that just Luna and Peratt getting mixed up on who's going to go for it?
Yeah, if it wasn't Ryan's left shoulder, he should have just let Justin hit it, because you got more power in your right hand for Luna, and Ryan decided to hit it, and he couldn't make the shot.
Tremolin and Peratt unable to hook up once again, and so IPFW drops down 4-2 now to Penn State. Another point or two on this this service. There's Ricky coming through. He's three kills, 0 errors, and 4 attempts right now. He's having a pretty good first game here. Ricardo Soler getting the side out back for IPFW. 4-2 again, Penn State on top. Ricky Soler back to serve.
Nice serve.
Real nice serve.
Oh, yes.
Point IPFW.
That's all because of a nice set block by Justin on the outside, just taking diagonal, being disciplined with the block. He makes the hitter hit the ball out of bounds. Nice job by Justin.
Yes. Get him in the net.
Number 7 was on the net. Nice job by IPFW reading that X2 combination for Penn State.
David Geely was the guilty Nittany Lion. All knotted up at 4 here. Another short serve by Soler. Nice dig by Soler, but not so nice. I didn't quite have the angle on that one. Goes out of bounds. Give the kill to Kevin Hurricane. And he's coming out playing. When he's in the front row, he's very dangerous and proving it right there. Now he's in the middle of the front row.
Short serve.
Yeah, Justin just let that one go a little bit too much. 5-4 is our score. Penn State on top. Geely is back serving for Penn State. David Geely, 6'3" junior out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is kind of one of those states that has high school volleyball, so they have a lot of in-state players. I think they're going to give Ricky the kill for that one also. Couldn't quite dig it and keep it back playing. Contreras had a nice try. Side out back to IPFW. Again, our score 5-4.
In that kind of cases, we would have been laughing in the court because Ricky got dug with no one blocking. Everybody was laughing because, like, we just told him, you got no heat. He dug you with no block.
Oh!
Nice.
Mike Termolin and Ryan Peratt combining on that one. Big time block. And we're knotted at 5. IPFW fighting back and back and back. They keep getting down 1 point, 2 points, come back. Still early in game 1. There's an overpass. Out of bounds, give Ryan Peratt the kill.
No.
Oh, they called it out. I thought it was off a touch.
He, number 6, the setter, just wiped it off the block, off Ryan, and he hit it out of bounds. Let's see, we got a jump serve by number 5, Jason Kepner.
Justin Luna coming through again. Yeah, Justin got that one up, even with the block.
Yep, nice tool off the block. That was a nice combination by Penn State with number 11, Kevin Hurricane, going to the 31, which is shoot set to the middle, and Ivan Contreras came inside in front of this setter to get a kill.
Here goes Hurricane, big 6'7" with the jump serve, and he gets an ace. That didn't seem like it was too tough. He just placed it just right.
Yep. We had a little bit of miscommunication by Ricky and Brad. That ball should have been Brad to his right.
I think we got a wet spot on the floor, so we'll get that. Mike Tremolin, IPFW captain. Gonna check this. I don't know if we can hear what's going on down there or not. Let's see if we can. Well, I guess not. They always, you know what though? I mean, that's the way it is. See, they always back off. You know, right when we get a chance to go down there and listen to the head official, Pat Karras. That's the way it is. Here goes Hurricane with the jump serve again.
Nice pass, perfect pass. Oh.
Again, that's going to happen when you have a setter that's not used to working with the team for any long period of time, and plus a new starter out there, and Chris Farmer. This Farmer and Tremola not able to hook up. IPFW drops down 7-5, but Hurricane gives us a gift going into the net. Side out back to the Dons.
You're right, Matt. When you got a new setter and new medals, that happens. Mismatch.
There's one put down by Pena. Side out back to Penn State. There's something that needs to happen a lot more now. That was a nice dig that time. But Preditis with the good pass so he can get the ball back for a solid attempt. That was just a pretty nice dig that time by Jason Kepner.
And good put it away. He got set right there. Put it away off the block.
Penn State keeping it alive. Farmer just unable to get it down for IPFW. There he does with a nice block. Farmer and Soler combining. IPFW now trails 8-5, but maybe a little block will get something going now for the Dons.
Nice block by Ricky and Farmer.
Tough pass. Just set it back to an All-American though. Hurricane able to put that one down. That was all individual ability that time.
Oh yeah, we got coach screaming at Justin because he reached out on the block.
Here's Ivan Contreras. The jump serve, Brad Preditis. Oh, that's a nice dig. And look at that, Kepner right with it. We're going to have a timeout now as IPFW coach Arnie Ball wants to talk about it. 9-5 is our score here in game one. Penn State on top of IPFW. Timeouts are 1 minute. The College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including IPFW Sports Telecast. To receive your free Channel 6 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to Channel 6 at IPFW 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana 46805. Paper, what's IPFW got to do now coming out of this timeout? They just dropped 4 straight points. Penn State's got to serve. This is a very pivotal point right now.
The only thing I can, so far that I can see is that Penn State is playing a lot better defense. They have dug and they have put the ball away, and every chance they got. IPFW they haven't gotten a chance yet to put those balls away when they make a nice play on defense. And you just gotta stay there. I mean, Penn State is a very tough team. You just gotta keep with them.
And kudos also to Justin Otto, the setter for Penn State. Let's see, that was going to be pushed out of bounds. And IPFW does drop behind, so the timeout doesn't quite work the way Arnie Ball had expected. Contreras still back. Penn State on top, 10-5. Still here in the first game. Let's see what the Dons can do with this.
Nice.
There he got one.
Nice set by Mike. Misdirection set.
You're exactly right, though. I mean, it's coming down to defense right now, and I think Arnie Ball's going to do something about that right now, taking Chris Farmer out. Going to bring Brian Harrison, a freshman out of Fort Wayne, Snyder High School. And this is definitely a defensive move. Brian pretty tough in the back row.
Oh, yeah.
Tough serve. Well, Brian was unable to get that one. Side out back to Penn State. Coming into the game for them now is Dan Shaw. Going to replace Sergio Pampena. Shaw's going to do the serving for Penn State. Again, we're still 10-5. Matt DeLong here with Felipe Roulette. IPFW volleyball here in the Expo Center Memorial Coliseum. And Ricky Soler continuing a very tough first game.
Oh, yeah.
He really seems like he's taking a leadership role now. I think it's something that really IPFW's wanted all season. And maybe it was a scare that his season might be over that did that. Having some problems, missed the last few matches.
Probably. He's doing a very good job.
So looks like we're at the part of that game now, Felipe, where you start trading some side outs. And Penn State's going to dare you to do some scoring, and this is where IPFW's got to make or break this game. You drop behind another point or two, and just got to wonder if we got enough steam to come back, and you ask for it, you get it. Justin Luna coming through.
I think we have to start serving tougher. Our serve is not tough enough. Penn State's passing nails all the time. See, that's an easy serve again.
And you just wipe that one off the block. Jason Kepner again. Kepner was a player that got some playing time on the national championship team a few years ago. IPFW is outside of Termolin and Soler. You got Perditis that played on that team, and then you have nobody left.
Justin Otto and Kevin Hurricane.
Otto and Hurricane combining on the block that time. 11-5 now, and this is gut check time for IPFW.
Oh yeah, we gotta do something now.
Look at that,
nice.
that's defense right there. That's unbelievable. There's Contreras, nice dig by Harris.
Oh, that was awful choice by Mike. I mean, you got the best two blockers for Penn State, Ivan and Kevin, and the tallest ones, and you set him. He can't do that. And Brad just hit a ball. He got double. You should have said Brad again.
We'll be right back for more NCAA volleyball action right after this brief message. Are we gone?
If you don't stop someone from driving drunk, who will? Do whatever it takes.
Welcome back to Memorial Coliseum Expo Center. IPFW and Penn State men's volleyball action. I'm Matt DeLong along with Felipe Roulette. Penn State with a 12-5 lead here in the first game. Trying to serve this one out, and IPFW gets a gift on the jump floater by Jason Kepner. Sails a little bit long. Another substitution now. Front row, back row sub as Harris checks out. Chris Farmer, a sophomore out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. IPFW checks back in the match. Here's Ryan Perrott with the serve. IPFW has to make something happen now.
Nice block by Brad. Staying holding on his block.
Point IPFW.
That was big time for Perditis that time, and it was a point that IPFW desperately needed. Here's Perrott again with the serve. See what the Dons can do defensively now.
Oh, we got a net off number 11. Yep. Nice call by the ref.
Hurricane in the net. IPFW 2 quick points. You get another point, and I imagine, well, another point or two, and I imagine Penn State will be looking at that timeout situation. 12-7 is our score. Tough serve by Perrott. Look at that. Brad Perditis with the block, putting it back down, and Justin Otto looked a little bit inexperienced on that one. That's really the first time I've seen it tonight. Unable to bring that one back in play for Penn State.
Those kind of play, probably the coach will tell him that you have to set the bad passes and dump the good ones. But that was a bad pass. He tried to do something. He couldn't. He was waiting.
Ivan Contreras, the All-American from Tampico, Mexico, trying to get a little cute going down the line. He hits that one out. And there's 3 quick points, and what I tell you, another 2 points, 12-9 is our score, and Penn State's going to take a timeout. Big-time plays that time for Penn State.
Yeah, good plays by IPFW. Again, after a good serve, we can do good things.
Tonight's IPFW men's volleyball match is being televised with the assistance of microwave equipment made available through the generosity of WKJG NBC TV 33 of Fort Wayne, Indiana. We here at Channel 6 certainly, and at the athletic department at IPFW, certainly want to thank the fine folks at Channel 33 here in Fort Wayne for their assistance. This evening, 12-9, Felipe, and right when we say IPFW has to make a move, down 12-5, they've responded, and this is the kind of move that even if, 3 quick points by Penn State, this first game's over, I think this really helps IPFW going into the rest of the match.
Oh, definitely, man. You just ride on. They made something on Ryan's good. He made a very good serve that last 4 points. Let's see what we can do now.
See what the Dons can do now. There's Hurricane coming through, and there's not much doubt where they're going to be going with it. And it seems that IPFW is just not big enough to get a block on Hurricane.
He's a very big kid.
6'7", they have him listed at. He looks bigger than that, really. And I always thought so years ago. I mean, I always thought he was much bigger. Time Chris Farmer unable to get the ball through the net. I don't think they're going to get a block on that. That was just in the net.
That was playing. I mean, Mike and Chris are not connecting at all.
13-9 is our score. Penn State on top of IPFW here in the first game, and there's a gift. Hurricane going out of bounds, the side out, back to the Dons, and one of our most effective servers, Mike Tremolin. He's very unpredictable where he's going to put the ball. Up. Unable to get it, the side out. Ivan Contreras with the kill. He's a good one, isn't he?
He was very good.
Yeah.
I've been playing against him since like 1990. He played for the Mexico junior national team. And then he got recruited down in the Dominican Republic by their coach, their current coach. And since then, I've been playing against him, and he's a great guy to also to play against, too, and with him.
Side out back to IPFW. Here's Preditis, and they're going to say that the set was a lift that time. Otto unable to get a good hand on it. I don't know. That didn't look too bad.
No, not at all. We got a break right there. I thought that was a good set.
13-10. The Dons still just edging their way back into this thing. There's a bad set, and IPFW with a chance to put another one down. There's Preditis out of the back row.
Yes.
Get out of here. 13-11, Felipe. This is quite a comeback.
Oh, yeah. Nice job by the Dons. I know. Right now, if I were Mike, Ricky and Brad they're on fire. I would say Ricky every chance we get. Like you said, he's having a great tough first game.
Preditis puts it in the net, though, and gives the ball back to Penn State. The Dons really got to come up with some defense now.
We got to get out of this rotation of Ivan's jump serve.
Nice pass by Preditis. Here's Ricky. Oh.
Set him again. Yep.
Oh, he put too much air under it, didn't he? Oh, there's 4. Oh, they called it safe. Oh, goodness gracious.
Bad free ball. Farmer is just, those kind of plays are definitely that. As a coach, you don't want, as a fan, as a coach, as a teammate, you don't want that to happen. That's an easy free ball, and you hit it over.
Serving for the first game. IPFW trying to stay alive. There's Ricky Soler getting one through the block. Side out back to IPFW, but it still rests on game point for Penn State. The Dons have to score, and they got to score right now. 14-11 is our score. We're still in game 1. Of course, it's best 3 out of 5. We're going to be here for a while. See what IPFW can do defensively now. Pompena, I tell you, he's not missing too many swings down low.
Not at all.
Pompena there. He's also going to be serving 6'5" sophomore out of Penn Hills, Pennsylvania. Another local there for the Nittany Lions. Ricky Soler again. I'd like to see the stats on him.
That was nice. Ricky's hitting. Yeah, Ricky's hitting.
I bet he's got 7 or 8 kills tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Still in the first game.
That last swing, he had the biggest block there. Penn State made a change in the blocking, and they sent Kevin Hurricane to pull one-on-one on Ricky, and he managed to go over him. I mean, he's having a great game.
David Geely with the kill. He's also going to have the serve now. This is for game 1 for Penn State. IPFW with a chance to put it back, and they do. Nice combination there between, well, it's not a combination, but nice work with Termolin and Peratt. Peratt getting the kill. And Peratt, as you see there, he has also been out. He had stomach flu, missed a couple matches. IPFW played last week with 3 starters out of the lineup, and they still almost took one from Ohio State, team ranked in the top 10. But jump serve not quite working for the Dons. They give Penn State another chance now to serve out for game 1. Still 14-11.
Nice swing by Brad off the block.
Brad's always had a nice, powerful swing, but I think he's starting to learn here in his junior season that he really can still have some velocity on it and place the ball a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really tough on him having so many different setters this year.
It's tough. It's tough to everybody. Last year I had that opportunity. I mean, I had Mike setting, I have Ricky setting, I have Scott setting. You could never adjust, and right now, I mean, you have to be a smart hitter.
Just trading side outs now.
Oh.
That was tough. I think Ricky liked that one. I think he looked right at Contreras that time and laughed. He said, you got me the last time on that tip.
And he was against hitting against nobody. He tipped it. I don't know about that. I wouldn't have done that. I mean, I got no block. I'm going to bury that ball right in the middle of the court.
Is that kind of gutless, is it? Oh, big time block by Brad Preditis that time. And again, Otto frustrated, and it was a bad pass. He's unable to do a whole lot with bad passes, and IPFW gets another point, 14-12. Mike Tremolin with the serve. See if they can get a block on Contreras. They do. 14-13. That's big time. That gets the fans up off their seats. They like that. Penn State's going to talk about it again. Penn State with a 1-point lead now, 14-13, and their second time out here in the first game.
No, I think they made a mistake. I think this is going to be the Penn State second timeout, I believe. Did they call a timeout? They just have called one.
They called one timeout
a
few moments
ago. And now
ago.
there's their second one. You're allowed 2 timeouts per game.
Yeah, as I was mimicking. I wasn't mimicking.
Oh, I thought you were. No, I was getting it from you.
They've got one.
They did have one?
They have one?
No.
We just gave it to them. They have one?
They have one. But the last time we went up with 2-1 this way.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
Yeah, well, there's a little official talk. But I thought we were going to get something good that time, Felipe.
Yeah.
You know, and they're down there talking about, well, I thought you were the one. We're going to take another look at that big-time block by Brad Preditis. There you see him going up. Let's get some slow-mo here on it. Preditis goes up, and it's big time.
It was a nice block. He just waited. He waited.
There we go. That was it. And
was it Brad? No, I think it was Ricky. Ricky and Farmer. The last play they got Ivan Contreras. You don't expect that of him to then down to block.
And again, in the point before that, to get to 12, it was Preditis with the bad pass, and Otto couldn't set it. Here's IPFW now back to live action. Trying to get back in the game. Yes, there it is. No touch on that one. 14-14. IPFW trailed 12-5, and they fought back here. 14-4. Oh, they called a touch for crying out loud.
What?
Gutless.
Oh my God! What kind of calls? See, those are the kinds of calls. As a player, you get so bad at the ref because why you call that?
14-13. IPFW trying for another side out. That's a bad pass. That's going to be the game. Oh no! I thought it was 4 hits. There's a big time. Oh my goodness! Let that action speak for itself.
Yes.
Yeah! That's all, Brad Preditis and Chris Farmer. Preditis liked that one. That was one of the better rallies you're going to see of sloppy volleyball. Those guys are just sticking their arms up for anything.
That was backyard volleyball.
Nonetheless, those are the kind of plays that have gone against us all year. Oh. Boy, that was a tough spot. Preditis almost hit it. That's not a bad serve. I mean, you got to go for those. That was right on the back line, just a little bit long. Here's Contreras serving for the first game again for Penn State.
Oh yes, nice.
Justin.
Nice choice by Mike. I thought he was going to set Ricky. Ricky has been on fire all game, and they jump with the blockers from Penn State, blocked with Chris. One on nobody. Nice job.
IPFW again, Chris Farmer back to serve now. He's getting his second start here in a row, I believe, and he's been playing pretty well in the middle for IPFW. There's a nice dig by Preditis. See what Tremolin can do with the set.
Oh, yes. Ivan, he stepped on the line, back row attack.
Oh, that's a good call. I mean, you don't see that, and IPFW takes the lead now.
Let's see what.
I know who hit it.
Game is all knotted up at 14-14.
This much.
You can see the fans starting to get into this one.
Yeah, he stepped on the line like they said. He was like probably 2 inches over the line.
Well, when we get a chance, Paper, why don't you explain that to us? A lot of people don't understand back row to front row, what the difference would be.
Yeah, we got those 2 lines. Let's see after this play.
Here's Farmer with the serve. Ryan Perrott with the block. Yes! Ryan Perrott with nice defense. We talked about defense was going to get the Dons back into it, and it has. They trailed 12-5. Now they have a 15-14 lead. Big time block by Ryan Perrott, a freshman out of Windsor, Ontario, and Chris Farmer, sophomore for IPFW, serving for game 1.
Oh, nice.
Big time. That's David Geely, and Geely has been tough on the outside for them, for Penn State.
Nice. Again, like you asked, those lines that you see on the court, those are the 3-meter line. You are allowed to have 3 players in the front row and 3 in the back row, which is our behind the line.
Oh, big time block that time. Hurricane and Kepner combining on the block of Soler. And I think that time that you can't blame anything on Ricky. That's just a bigger block in front of you.
That was a very good block by Penn State. They were waiting on it.
All knotted up at 15, and the service ace, that time by Pompania, and IPFW, after serving for game 1 just a moment ago, trails 16-15, and there's a 17-point cap on it, so first 1 to 17 wins. Pompania still serving for the game now. Well, now with another game point for Penn State. They've had about 6 of them.
Right now what Ricky's doing, we know our timeouts, he's trying to delay the game a little bit by taking longer, wiping off the floor.
Luna with the pass to Tremolin. Penn State's got a chance now to take game 1.
Yes. Nice block by Ricky. Big block.
Soler.
All pumped up.
See him getting the teammates into it.
Yeah, he's getting the bench. Everybody's pumped up. Nice job by Ricky. He's having a great game.
I think they're going to get Ryan Perrott with a block assist on that as well.
Oh.
Well, that's big time.
Yep, out of the back row. That was a combination of X2 with Ivan coming off the back row, which is behind the 3-meter line.
Ivan Contreras. Is he a senior yet? Goodness gracious,
No,
he's only a junior? My goodness. He's about 26 years old. Isn't there a limit on this or what?
No. Actually, he's my age. He's 22. He's a 22 junior. Oh, that was the game.
That was the game. 17-15, IPFW. Dropping the first game, but a gallant comeback after trailing 12-5. Dropping the first game to Penn State, ranked number 10 in the nation, 17-15, but IPFW should have some confidence.
Oh, yeah. There were good signs out there. Nice job by the guys coming back out of being behind 12-5. All of a sudden, they were ahead. But nice job. Let's see what we can do in the second game. We got to keep up this energy.
Well, we're going to see that second game when we come back. We're going to be right back with more NCAA volleyball action, IPFW and Penn State here at the Expo Center at the Coliseum right after these brief messages.
I don't care about it. I let my vote go forward. I've seen my candidates win. I've seen them lose. I vote, I say my piece.
I listen to a lot of big mouths every day. You know what? My vote speaks louder.
I can't always speak my mind at work, right? But in the voting booth, I can say anything I want.
Listen, that's what my vote says. That's pretty satisfying.
On election day, vote for your candidate, vote for your country, but most of all, vote for yourself.
Math, a 4-letter word, right? Hey, you don't need that.
Why design the world's newest chips?
When you could be flipping the world's oldest burger. Hey, wait a minute. This is math. Geometry, algebra.
No pocket protectors here.
But you're cruising without math. Yeah, right. Take a good look.
That's math staring back at you.
It's not a problem, man. It's an answer. Call NACME. We'll tell you what you need to do.
They want to get me. I'm gonna be ready to get them.
They just shoot. They don't care who gets in the way.
I want to be respected. This gets me respect, know what I'm saying?
I'm afraid to walk to school. Okay?
Yeah, I might die. Everybody dies.
Kids shooting, kids getting shot. They're all victims of gun violence. The killing won't stop unless you help stop it. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT for free information. Not one more lost life. Not one more grieving family. Not one more.
I don't want to die.
Welcome back here to the Expo Center at the Fort Wayne War Memorial Coliseum, where IPFW and Penn State are in the middle of what I think might just be a war tonight. The first game, IPFW trailed as much as 12-5. Felipe Roulette joins me. I'm Matt DeLong, and Felipe, I'll tell you what, that first game, IPFW showed heart. That was basically it, fighting back, but they still dropped it 17-15.
Very, very good signs for the IPFW squad. Just those last 2 plays, we had a block on Ricky. He hasn't been blocked the entire game. He got blocked for point 16, and then for point 15 they tied, and then we had a bad pass, receiving error by Brad and Justin. That made it 16-15, and then we got 17-15 out of a defensive play. Again, defense took a lot out of us in the first game. Penn State made awesome defensive plays, and we couldn't keep up with that. Then we made a great comeback. Let's see what we can do in this game.
Team switch sides, and Brad Purdue is going to get game 2 kicked off here. There's a big-time block for the first point. Justin Luna getting in on that one.
Nice job by Justin. He waited as much as he could, and he got a block.
See what the Dons can do with it. The first point here of game 2. Perditis again with the serve. Oh, boy, that
was close.
That sure did look pretty close from this vantage point. You kind of question that, but the official right on the line down there calls it out. Penn State going to go back with the serve. Pompania back serving for the Nittany Lions. Here goes Termolin. And again, that's the third time that's happened where Termolin and Farmer just can't hook up. I mean, you don't want to point fingers or anything, but why does that happen? Is that just not used to playing with each other?
Farmer is not getting probably not enough hops, or the set is just too high for him. Might have to do something, just setting that lower. Oh, nice six-pack. That's what we call a six-pack, the number 13. Nice swing by Ricky.
Look forward to getting the stats here in just a few moments. We're kind of up and out and away here
in
the Expo Center, but we're going to get the stats, and I'm really interested to see what Ricky Solaire's stats look like, because they're pretty nice here tonight. There's a service error by Chris Farmer, and that was really the demise of IPFW the other night against Ball State, just the inability to get the tough serves in.
Oh, well, can I handle that? Oh, no, that's 4 hits.
That's 4 hits.
Yep.
Jason Kepner had a pretty tough game 1, unable to keep that one alive. Hits it into the net, side out back to the Dons, and the game is still knotted up 1-1. Ricardo Soler.
He's going to jump serve for the first time in the night. Let's see. He has a good jump serve. Yep.
Real good.
Oh.
Looked like Hurricane kind of palmed that one through wherever he wanted.
That's a shot I was telling you earlier. I mean, I think Justin lost his, contact lens.
Justin lost the contact lens. We're going to have a short break here. Ricky Soler also taking the opportunity. It's you see the floor here. This is not IPFW's floor. It belongs to the Coliseum, and it was a part of the deal to get the Dons over here in the Coliseum.
Nice. I wish I would have been playing now.
I'll tell you what, it's very nice. It's also going to be used when the United States national team comes to Fort Wayne, and they play here at the Coliseum June 14th and 15th. What do we got here?
Call? What did they call?
They're calling a lift on that.
That's a terrible call.
Mike Termolin thought the same thing. He wants to look.
How can the ref do that? I mean, it's just sometimes.
Yeah, they did it 2-1 now. Penn State on top.
Oh, nice.
Big time back row kill for Brad Pruditis. And why don't you take this time now and explain what the back row is? Why we talk about why Contreras had the error earlier and Pruditis that time got away with it hitting out of the back row.
If you're a back row hitter, you cannot step on the 3-meter line or 10-foot line, which is the one that you see. If you step on it, it's illegal.
Justin Luna that time. That ball got caught up in the ceiling. Threw Justin off kilter just a little bit, and he was also running into the front row. Side out back to Penn State now. Hurricane is going to be serving for the Nittany Lions. Nice job by Contreras on the block. Luna unable to dig that one out of there. Point to Penn State, 3-1 now.
Oh my God, Mike is complaining that set was awful. I mean, it didn't look pretty at all.
But look at that recovery, though. I mean, that's where it's at.
Nice job, good defense. See, Ricky.
He just needed to get that one over.
Yeah, we're blocking good. Yes.
Penn State dig everything, though.
Out.
That's out.
Oh my God, we like right in front of them, man. What do you think?
I'll tell you what, that one's right in front of us, and I don't think a replay would do that one justice.
Oh my God.
That ball was out. The official changed his mind in mid-response. Point to Penn State, though, 4-1. Now a bad pass by Ryan Perrott, and I think Perrott may have twisted an ankle. He wants to talk about something. There's
he's asking for a
moisture.
towel. He said that that's a new rule that you can set the serve. If it's coming, you can call.
New rule this year. It's
It's a new rule. Also, you can serve anywhere in the baseline. Well,
that time he's just a little bit strong with it, though. And Ricky just didn't get that one up. 6-1 now. That's 5 straight points for Penn State. And Arnie Ball wants to talk things over. First time out here in game 2. Penn State on top of IPFW. 1-0 in game, 6-1 in points in this game. Well, Felipe, we're still looking for those statistics, and I think
I know we probably need some like smoke signs or something. We're so far.
I'll tell you what, it just so happens those people work for me. So, boy, you know what? We'll take care of that here pretty soon. Nonetheless,
we gotta do something.
IPFW traveled to Penn State. Would have been January, February, March 16th. They played there in University Park. They dropped the first game 15-12. Again, they were pretty competitive in it, and then the wheels kind of fell off. And we can see this kind of happening here again as game 2 starts. We hope it's not the same pattern. But 15-4, they dropped the second game in that one, and 15-2, they dropped the third game. So after a real competitive first game and a great comeback in that game, still to lose 17-15. This is the time again when we called for that gut check in the first game. Felipe, this is the time for him to do it again.
Let's see what we do. You pass.
And Ryan Perrott just doesn't have any steam on those tonight. Penn State digging everything, keeping every ball alive.
Oh, nice play.
That was Ryan Perrott getting some steam on one. I guess we had to call one. A side out back to IPFW on Perrott. Going to have the opportunity to serve the Dons back into this one. It has to happen now.
They really connected on that last play. That was a beautiful set by Mike. He faked. Since he's in the front row, he faked that he was going to dump it, and he set it back one to Ryan. Yep, we got a miss head by number 13.
Campagna and Otto unable to hook up for Penn State. And the point's going to go to IPFW, and this is where we started our run the last time.
Yep,
Ryan
Perrott serving. Yep, we got 4 points in a row. Let's see what we can do now.
Was in the first game. 6-2 is our score now.
Yes, good.
I thought Pampania was almost under the line that
time.
Yes. That time he blocks it out of bounds. And he looks like the one, Pampania, number 13, the one that we need to go for. Now, that's 2 quick points, and they've come off of him. 6-3 is our score. IPFW trails, but he looks like he might be, and I don't want to call anybody a weak link, but Pampania looks like he's the one that might be vulnerable to the rotation tonight.
Yep. I mean, you make that kind of comment, but it's hard to go after him since he's a middle.
Yeah.
You got to wait till the setter. If he was an outside hitter, you can go after him, putting a lot of pressure on him because he's a passer. But hits the middle, you just got to expect for the setter.
Well, they gave that point to IPFW. And I
hit the antenna?
They called the antenna. That's exactly what they called. So after Hurricane got his explanation, he seemed okay with it. He didn't argue. Ryan Perrott, now that's 3 straight points. He served 4 in the last game to get IPFW back into it. 6-4, Penn State on top here in game 2.
Oh,
There's Contreras.
That was a good. I thought that was a good serve by Ryan going after Ivan. Ivan is not a natural passer. He's just switched from last year to this year to a passer. I mean, I think if you put a lot of pressure, he's been playing middle like me. I play middle for 3 years. All of a sudden, you get some players that are gone and they used to play your position, and you get switched. And it was a lot of pressure for me last year to pass. I mean, I think we should put a lot of pressure on him.
Farmer trying to keep it alive. There he does. See what Tremolin wants to do with it. Ricky couldn't do anything with that. I'll tell you what, Contreras gets to wind up like that. You're just not going to stop him. He's too powerful. That's the bottom line. 7-4 now, Penn State.
He's a powerful
jumping back
hitter.
on top. Who's he remind you of, Felipe? Former IPFW. Just the explosiveness, a little bit like Norman Almodovar.
Oh, yeah.
Just the power, anyway.
Yep.
There it is. I mean, I think he's got
all shots.
More jumping ability maybe than Norman as far as the leaps. But, you know, you look back at the ability UCLA when they played at the Gates Sports Center a couple years ago, and there was one play where Norman got knocked down. He dug the ball, knocked down on his can, gets back up for the major league kill, and it just takes it's a powerful player that does something like that.
Nice swing by Brad.
Good job.
Last we had a sub. George Ikevu came in for Farmer, Chris Farmer. I think that's a good substitution because Farmer hasn't done his job hitting-wise.
And George hits for a very high percentage.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and he also has a big-time block.
Another big-time block. But Brad is having a great day blocking. He's been touching all balls. He's just right there.
And that's not typical for him.
Not
at all.
Not at all. He's having a great day blocking. So he can keep it up. Oh, just a little bit long.
Give that point to IPFW, and then this service error. IPFW giving it back up, but they're still in it. 8-5, Penn State on top. Here goes Ivan Contreras. Will he jump it?
Yep, he will.
It looks like he's going to do it. Took a little bit off that one.
Oh, nice pass. Oh, yeah. See, that's George. George is a good hitter. He's just shorter than Farmer, but he is a very good hitter. And he's ready. He's ready.
George is the kind of player that if he gets some fire, he is very contagious out there. He's a sophomore out of Thessaloniki, Greece for IPFW.
We call him the
international flavor.
We call him the warm-up guy. He hits warm-up hard. I mean, he trains hard, very hard, and he hits the warm-up. Oh, he hits the out of the ball, definitely.
Big
nice.
Time. Justin Luna, and Luna having a nice game for IPFW. Side out's going to get George Ikevu back serving. 8-5, Penn State still on top. IPFW trailed 6-1 in this game.
Nice serve by George. We got Ivan coming out the back row. I mean, Ivan hits the ball so high. He hits over the top. He can hit easily over the top of any team. His swing is so different. And it hits hard off the hands, goes out of bounds, he can't dig it.
They got a touch on that one?
Off the block, yep. Good call.
Clearly, Ricky Soler's top performance this year. I mean, he's had some good games against some lesser teams. This is a top 10 team. Won the national championship in 1994, and Penn State played for the national championship last year. And this team is one of the best.
Whoa. Hello. Can you hear? Okay, we're back. Alrighty.
8-5 now. See if IPFW can keep this one alive. Luna going to go a little bit long with it. Is that a good play? I mean, do you go for it there, or do you just try to keep it in play?
I would have done the same thing. You go after it, yeah. You don't want to give an easy free ball, so you go after it.
9-5 now. Penn State, Ricky Soler, they're looking for a touch.
Yep,
and
got
they
a
got
touch.
it.
I don't know about that. He hit the ball
I'll tell you
way
what,
high.
It had some air under it there.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly right.
Good, some home court advantage.
Justin Luna going up top.
Oh, yes.
Big time ace that time for Justin Luna.
I
guess aces are actually pretty easy when it's like Luna. Just hit them where they ain't, right?
Right. Nice job by Justin.
And again, it was Pompania who's going to get the reception error that time.
Yep.
Hit it right at his feet.
Oh, yes. Nice job by Luna. Another jump serve. We're getting pumped up here.
Now that's big. 9-7 is our score now. Luna with 2 quick service aces, and IPFW is here to, here to tell Penn State we're not going to let you get away.
Again, tough.
Another 3 service aces in a row.
3 in a row.
Now,
Ooh,
folks, I mean,
timeout.
This is big time because the all-time match record for IPFW is 5, set by your brother, and we're going to get back to that. Lloyd Ball, Norman Almodovar. This is big time. Timeout, Penn State. We're going to be right back with more Penn State IPFW volleyball action here in Game 2 right after these messages.
People think because I don't talk about politics, I don't care about it. I let my vote talk for me.
I've seen my candidates win. I've seen them lose. I vote, I say my piece.
I listen to a lot of big mouths every day. You know what? My vote speaks louder.
I can't always speak my mind at work, right? But in the voting booth, I can say anything I want.
Listen, that's what my vote says. That's pretty satisfying.
On Election Day, vote for your candidate, vote for your country, but most of all, vote for yourself.
Welcome back to the Fort Wayne Coliseum, Memorial Coliseum, whatever. This is the Expo Center, but tonight it's the home of the Dons hosting Penn State 9-8 after Justin Luna serves 3 straight service aces, and we're back here in Game 2. IPFW dropped the first one 17-15. Here goes Luna with his 4th service attempt.
Yes.
IPFW with the dig. Look at Purdue, unable to get it. Oh. That's tough right there. That would have brought us back to 9-9.
Oh, yeah. Those are kind of plays that we're expecting of him to put the ball away. He's a leader. He has to do that kind of play. He has to make it.
There, gives it back to Penn State now.
Yes.
I think the Dons really missed Ryan Peratt when he was out with the stomach flu last weekend.
Definitely. Like, Ryan's a very good blocker.
Very fundamentally sound.
Mm-hmm.
This is where everything started on Ryan's serve through the last rotation.
Again, he went after.
Here's the dig by Justin Luna.
Yes.
Preditis gets that one up.
You got a joiner. Yeah, nice job. Nice defense by Luna, staying back on his side. Nice and easy. High to the outside.
9-9's our score. Kent Horman, the public address announcer, having fun with that one.
Again, you're going
Another
after
tough serve.
After Ivan.
That was a very fortunate kill that time for Pompania. Penn State with the side out now. Still, we're tied up at 9. If anybody thought this was going to be a walkover for Penn State, had another thing coming. IPFW fighting back real well here in Game 2. George Ikova.
Yes, connecting again with Mike. He's ready. I mean, he's ready. He's been ready all week.
Proved to be a good sub. Chris Farmer
definitely
going
a good
out,
sub.
George Ikova coming in.
Mm-hmm. Farmer just didn't do it. Wasn't ready tonight.
Oh, boy.
Nice block. I thought it was a great block. Those kind of block, you sometimes, it's better to have a block like that. Well, you want to get a block, it's tough block.
Well,
if you get a block
it's tough
like
just to get your hands on it. That's Ivan Contreras.
I know.
Just for Ricky and George to get their hands on that one. Contreras back with the jump serve, and here's Ricky. Call that one out. Any touch? No touch.
We didn't get lucky this time.
Contreras with the point. 10-9 now. Penn State back on top. Ricky trying to cut down the right sideline. Didn't quite work. That was low. That was in the set there.
That set was too low.
Not George Ikova's fault. IPFW coach Arnie Ball wants to talk things over. His team trailing here in Game 2, 11-9 after tying it up at 9. 2 quick points for Penn State. What do the Volleyball have to do now, Pepa, to get the momentum back and then take it on to the 15th point?
We just got to start out right away in this rotation. Ivan's serving very good short serves. We got this rotation. We just got to serve tough. I mean, we serve Ivan, make him pass the ball, put a lot of pressure on him. And the setter is a freshman. Sometimes he's going to make mistakes, and you just respect that and just take advantage of it. If you could take advantage of it, we'll be all right.
Has that had a lot to do with IPFW being able to stay in this one here tonight, Felipe? I mean, the fact that their setters made a lot of mistakes?
Yeah, that too. I mean, you expect that out of a freshman. And they're expecting the same thing from Mike since he's not a regular basis setter. But the guy from Penn State, he's just a freshman. You expect that errors, and you serve tough. You put a lot of pressure with the serve. You're successful.
Well, and Mike's always been a middle.
Yeah.
Just because he's a skilled volleyball player, and Arnie Ball had to put him in at the setter position, and Jorge Relat out with a severely sprained ankle. See what Tremolin does with this one. Nice outside. Nice play.
Nice job. Nice job by George taking that serve. He set it perfect, right on target. Good choice by Mike. Setting Ricky. Ricky's a hot hand. You got it. He's in the front row. You just set him all.
Brad Perditis with the serve. Tough jump serve. There's the freshman setter. They're going to call it off the touch, and Contreras again. He's just awful tough to stop, isn't he?
Oh, we got a stats.
Well, we're looking down at the stats now, and Ricky Soler, he is having a great match with 12 kills to this point. Ivan Contreras with 11. Let's see what IPFW can do. Justin Luna wiping it off the block.
Nice job by Luna. And that was a nice tool off the block. Good pass. Nice job. Let's see, after 2 games so far, we're hitting. Both teams are low. I mean, the score is 12-9.
That's actually 11-9.
11-9.
They're ripping us off a couple points down there. Hurricane has been pretty quiet here for a while, but he comes through with that kill. Side out back to Penn State. And again, we're at that stage now where we're gonna trade some side outs back and forth, and the teams are gonna see who's gonna flinch.
Yeah, that usually happens on around point 12 for any team. Oh, we're not connecting there, Ryan and Mike.
Free chance for Penn State to take the 3-point lead, and they do. David Geely again with the big-time kill. He's going to be able to try to serve it. 12-9 now, Penn State on top. That three-point difference hasn't been enough for Penn State to pull away at least comfortably here this evening.
Farmer is coming in for George. I don't know about that sub. George came in, he did a great job. He's subbing Farmer. I don't know.
Soler dug very nicely by Contreras, but IPFW gets it back. Ill-advised tip by Ricky. Get it over. Kevin Hurricane with that one, and Farmer unable to come up with that one, or Perditis, actually. Brad Miller is going to check into the match now. He's replacing Otto, so we got a new setter in for Penn State. 13-9 is our score. I don't know if this is the time that I would be experimenting, but it is, and it seems to be working as Justin Luna hits that one out. Game point now for Penn State, 14-9, and when those game points come, they come in a hurry.
Oh, yeah.
This has crept up on us. We were tied at 9. Now Penn State serving for the first game. See if the Dons can retaliate. Luna with the tip. It's Doug. Luna right there with the put away. IPFW still has a little air in the lungs, trying to stay alive in this one. 14-9, IPFW trails. But Ricky Soler looks like he's going back for the jump serve again, Pepa. So let's see if this proves to be.
He should. I mean, we're behind 14-9.
It's a bloop. It was a bloop out of bounds. But no, that's right. I mean, you got to go for something. You got to make something happen. And not able to on that opportunity. And Preditis lets one float, and that's going to be game 2. 15-9, Penn State takes this one. Penn State leads the match overall, 2-0. Again, it's best 3 out of 5. The Dons have fought so far, but at this point, things slipping away a little bit too much near the end of the game.
I don't know. So far, we got our statistics here for Penn State. Cameron Hurricanes hitting 67%.
Which is unbelievable.
That's very high. We got Sergio Pampena He's hitting 43%. Ivan, kind of not a very good night for him. He's hitting just 18%. And then we have Jason Kempner. He's hitting 9%. And David Gilly, he's hitting negative 10%.
Look, we're going to talk a whole lot more about the what the stats have looked like here in the first two games when we come back. We're going to take a break. Penn State and IPFW. Penn State with a 2-0 lead. We're going to be right back right after these brief messages.
Team spirit is alive and well at IPFW. That's because IPFW has established itself as an athletic power, not only regionally, but nationally. With 11 major sports, IPFW offers talented student athletes great opportunities. Success and support of IPFW athletics comes solely from the fans, students, faculty, alumni, and the prestigious Royal Dons Club. The Royal Dons Athletic Club has over 500 members who financially support IPFW athletics, enabling the university to provide scholarships to deserving athletes. Members will receive one or all of the following: season passes to all sporting events, special seating, hospitality room, plus Royal Dons apparel and gifts. Be a part of the winning tradition. Join the Royal Dons Club. We need your support. Call IPFW Athletics. Get into the team spirit.
Check it out!
The campus has it all.
Learn it, or work it, or play it, just do it. It's a cool place. Call now! Go to work, go to school, go ahead.
Who are you?
See more smoke. Smoke detector. And I see more smoke coming from that toaster.
Thanks for warning us, Seymour.
I hate smoke. So whenever I see it, I make this noise to warn you. Because where there's smoke, there may be fire.
Be cool about fire safety. Be cool.
People think because I don't talk about politics, I don't care about it. I let my vote talk for me.
I've seen my candidates win. I've seen them lose. I vote, I say my piece.
I listen to a lot of big mouths every day. You know what? My vote speaks louder.
I can't always speak my mind at work, right? But in the voting booth, I can say anything I want.
Listen, that's what my vote says. It's pretty satisfying.
On election day, vote for your candidate, vote for your country, but most of all, vote for yourself.
What are you eating?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Plain cheese.
How are you eating it?
I'm eating it on the side. Because...
Hey, you lost your two-front teeth.
No, I didn't.
What do you want for Christmas?
I don't know.
If you don't stop someone from driving drunk, who will?
My two front teeth.
Do whatever it takes.
Why would anybody give someone they don't know a gift? They do it because this gift saves lives, and the need for it is desperate. Please give blood. There's a life to be saved right now. Call the American Red Cross at 1-800-GIVE-LIFE.
Welcome back to the Expo Center here at the Fort Wayne War Memorial Coliseum, actually the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum, Penn State and IPFW. Oh boy, we got some drinks here. Thank you to Mr. Jim Porter of the IPFW Sports Information Department. We have to pass that along. What a department. Nonetheless, 2-0, Penn State on top of IPFW 17-15, and right when we get the the telephone's answered here.
No, you got
That's your cellular phone. Oh, this guy. I'll tell you what. This is something. It goes back to Magic Johnson. I heard him saying he couldn't coach anymore for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, this is true because he was interrupted because of cell phones going off during his practice that players really.
Oh, my God.
This is unbelievable. Anyway, 17-15 was our score in the first game. Penn State took it. It was a tough comeback for IPFW. And in that last game just ended, as you saw, 15-9, and the Dons fought back to tie it at 9, and then couldn't go any further. Sideout's going to give the ball back to IPFW here, starting the third game. Leading the way for IPFW, Ricardo Soler, 13 kills, only 4 errors, and 25 swings.
It's probably the best hitting performance he ever had in his career.
Oh, definitely.
Ooh, we got a nice hit by Cameron Hurricane that last play. He's hitting all the world.
Oh, he is. He's at this point, he's 14 kills, 1 error in 18 attempps. That's unhuman-like. I mean, that's
70%.
Oh yeah, 70%. It's incredible. And that's with a freshman setter. I mean, you know, a lot of a high percentage night goes to whoever the setter may be.
I just wonder how good they would have been with Carlos setting. I mean, Carlos not playing this year. He was last year All-American.
Carlos Ortiz, exactly right, academically ineligible for Penn State, and that kind of shook them up early on.
Oh, definitely.
Ball State just blew their doors off in Hawaii, playing in a tournament that featured all the teams from the Final Four last year. The Dons falling behind quickly, 2-0 here in the first game, or in the third game, excuse me. And Penn State does look like they're the kind of team that is improving as the season goes on. I mean, they're still getting used to each other, and this is a team that's only going to get better.
Oh, definitely. They're ranked, 10 in the nation with 17, an overall record of 17-4.
But that's with losses early in the season. They haven't lost a whole lot lately.
Oh, that's not a nice dig by Farmer. Oh, that was probably career dig for Farmer. Awesome dig.
That's the one he was going to have on the highlight films for his kids someday, and they take it away from him. You know, what's up with that?
That's just not right.
Now that Bradforditis, that looked like that one was down. Contreras coming through with a great attempt at the dig, unable to get it up. Justin Loon is going to get credit for the touch back down. IPFW with the side out. Ricky Soler serving, his team trailing 3-0. See if Soler can get anything going for us.
That was a nice play by Ivan. That's what we call a pancake, which is just putting the hand between the ball and the floor. They just try to hit it a little bit high off the floor.
Kepner with the kill, and he's going to go back for the serve now. Side out takes it back to Penn State. Penn State looking like the top 10 team now.
Ooh, that's a lift, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, he gets a kill for that one, but what happened on that play, Felipe? Because there was definitely some confusion.
Yeah, number 7 should have taken that ball with 2 hands. He just hesitated because number 5, Kempner, was in the middle back. He made a move too. It's just confusion.
Justin Luna certainly working on that. Well, that ball was out. He was on the back line and dug it.
Nice set. Oh.
I tell you what, IPFW hadn't had anything close on the back line.
Not at all.
They have been making the line judges work hard at all. There's a gimme for Penn State, but a great dig by Luna. See if the Dons can get something out of this. Preditis. Pompena got up on the block. He's unable to dig it back after the block in the net, and IPFW gets the side out right back. Looks like Penn State, though, they're just a stronger team. You know, and IPFW, of course, you know, all the injuries and players out and switching of positions this year. No true setter on the team until Jorge Relat comes along. Things start going well, and then he gets hurt. This is the team in disarray, but they're showing a lot of heart.
Yep. Nice job by Brad that last play. Tooling off the block. Great. Good sign for IPFW. We're getting the scoreboard.
3-1 now. IPFW with the point. And again, it's Ryan Peratt.
Serving, I mean, Ryan's rotation when he's serving, we do very good. Oh.
Ricky couldn't quite get his hand on that one. I think that one went off of Termolin and threw Ricky off a little bit as he was set for the dig. Looked like the ball changed directions on him. Side out back to Penn State. Seems a little flat in here now.
That's good. Good sign. Nice job by Brad, putting the ball away.
Ricky really started out on fire, and he really kind of slowed down as that second game wore on.
And we made some little mistakes. That's good serve. We put a lot of pressure. Oh, yes.
Woo.
Nice block by Farman, taking the angle.
And that's the reason he's in there. He is a tough, strong blocker when he gets the time. And that's really the first time he's made his presence known. And look who he did it against, Ivan Contreras.
Nice block, you can see in the replay. Yeah, good top serve by Mike. Oh.
Otto back in setting now. He took a seat there at the end of the second game. That was all set that time. A tough pass for him to handle. Good job by Justin Otto. Nikhil gets the side out back to Penn State, 3-2. Penn State on top of IPFW here in game 3. Prudaitis with a rare set.
It just messed that a little bit.
Ricky just couldn't quite reach that, could he?
No, back-to-back errors. Just gotta play. You don't expect that from Ricky.
No, that's right.
No, you got. I mean, as the player that he is, he can't not do that.
They go right back to him. No, it's Farmer. Again, good defense though.
Yeah.
And still, it was good defense by Penn State. I mean, that's the difference right there. You get a team that not totally experienced, but they have some experience out there. 2 starters from a national championship team a couple years ago. That rubs up. They play defense like a team that's top 10. And we're just not to that level yet.
A nice combination on last play, number 7 and number 13.
Tell you, they got Geely hitting negative tonight. He may not be now since we received these stats, but he has come through with some big-time kills for Penn State.
Ricky, oh yes.
They put that one back off a Hurricanes block. Soler with another kill gets the side out back for IPFW. Our score is 5-2 here in the third game. IPFW trails the match 2-0. Still alive here in the third.
Oh.
It's 5-2, and Farmer serves one into the net.
Not pretty.
Again, service errors as a team has really plagued IPFW all season long. Geely with a nice short serve.
Oh.
That
serve was probably a little bit too low. And Ryan tried to still, he hit it hard. He should have taken a little bit off. Oh, nice dig by Ricky. Come on, get up, Rick. Good cover. Oh, nice.
I know you go for a lot of different looks, and this is what I was going to say. I'm surprised we haven't seen Javier Escobar. You go for a lot of different looks, but you need fire right now, and he's instant fire. Yeah, and he brings him in. You know, and it sounds like, I'm just saying that, right? I was really going to bring that up. I was really going to say that it's about time for Javier to come in. He's a fan favorite. 5'10", 44-inch vertical leap, and he's power personified. Let's see if they go to him right away.
I would.
He gets a chance to pass right away. And yeah, they wanted to go to him, but
that said, actually, it was for Ryan. Mike couldn't connect with him. It was too slow and too high.
8-2 now. This one's slipping away quickly for IPFW here in the third game, excuse me. But Ricky Soler coming through with the kill.
Again, you're all right, Matt, when you said that if you need something different in there, you get Javier. His explosive has.
Well, he gets everybody going.
Watch.
Yeah, he's very fun to watch. But he needs to work on the skills. And I think that's something. He's a freshman. Didn't get to IPFW here until January. So he came in late, hadn't worked with the team in the fall. And he's had matches where he's been incredible. But again, it's just the little things.
Yeah.
Chris Farmer unable to dig that one up.
Yeah, Cameron Hurricane again, hitting for positive 1,000 or something like that. We haven't been able to stop him at all.
Oh, Contreras and Hurricane. I tell you, and that's look at the block you got there too. Come on, Hurricane and Contreras.
I probably would be mad at Mike if I was really like, hey, I know, I'm having a good game, but hey, I have Ivan and Kevin blocking. And again, they make you make mistakes like that. I mean, you have to take that in consideration. We have such a tall block. You try to do something, hit the ball to the ceiling, hoping for a touch. I mean, Mike should just go. I think the setter is front row. You should go. He's shorter. He's 6'1". It's
just like that. It's 10-2. The Dons trail. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to be right back with more IPFW Penn State volleyball. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
Where's dinner?
Well, I thought you'd be home a couple of hours ago, and I put everything away. So
what is this? Pizza?
You had just called me. I would have known what.
Dinner ready is pizza.
Honey, please don't be so loud. Please don't. Let go of me!
Get in the kitchen!
No! That hurts.
Do you want to see what hurts? That's what hurts! That's what hurts!
Oh, please! I can't.
For information, call 1-800-END-ABUSE.
All right, back to action here. IPFW trailing 10-2. They're trying to get Escobar into it, but a poor set. It's not able to. There's Contreras. Nice dig by Perditis. Something needs to happen right now. Oh! Ricky took that one a little bit high on the arm. The point again to Penn State, and they have blown the third game wide open right now. Penn State on top, 11-2.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I will set Javier right now. Oh,
there's Ricky. Oh, big block, Mike Tremolin with the block, and that's really a pretty nice block, and the fans just kind of sit there. I mean, the Dons are really going to have to do something now to get things rolling again in here in this match. Javier Escobar back with the jump serve. Good serve. Nothing doing.
Oh, it's Kevin again. Probably getting old. Hitting so many kills. And Javier, that was a soft jump serve. He's just, I mean, we're losing. You got to go for anything you have. You do something different. You got to do something. Because Mike has, someone has to do something out there different.
Back to action here. So Peratt able to put it down. We're going to have a sub now for Penn State. No, we're not. I don't know what they're doing here.
Yeah,
we are going to have a sub. He's going to start clearing his bench a little bit, I believe. Jake Yancher going to come into the game. He was another member of that national championship team. I don't think he saw the court, but he was definitely on the team. That's not a name.
I don't think so either.
It's not a name that you forget very much. But tough blocks for IPFW here.
Oh, that hit the antenna, yeah. Nice job by IPFW having 2 consecutive blocks.
I tell you, it seems like all of our points are coming off the serve of Ryan Peratt tonight. Yep. There's a tough Pompena pounding it through the block. Side out now back to Penn State. 11-3 is our score. Penn State with a commanding lead here in game 3. It's best 3 out of 5, and they lead 2-0. Kevin Hardy
came in for number 7
into the game. Yeah, there's Ricky. I think they're going to get a touch on that one. They call it out, no touch.
Out of bounds.
Penn State, there's another point. 13-3, Penn State up big now.
just errors in this game.
They've only set Javier once since he's been in. It just hasn't worked out for him to get there. We got another timeout. IPFW volleyball here on Channel 6. We sure hope you're enjoying it. And I tell you, we really have enjoyed, we've very much enjoyed being here in this makeshift volleyball arena. You too can join in the excitement of IPFW athletics by participating in the Royal Dons Club. The Royal Dons Club is the official booster club for IPFW's athletic teams. Members enjoy priority seating at all IPFW sports events, food and refreshments in the hospitality room, admission to IPFW sports media luncheons, and association with the Mastodon supporters, just to name a few of the benefits. For more information on becoming a member of the Royal Dons Club, call the IPFW athletic office at 481-6643, or you can also write to the Royal Dons Club, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard, East Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805. Just talking a moment ago about this volleyball arena here. It's the Expo Center. And there have been some events over here, but it seems like it's made for volleyball. I'll tell you, this is a first-class arena they put together here. And IPFW looking for a little bit of that fire. Gets the service air. And I think it was Yancher, or was it Otto? And Mike Termolin with a chance to see if IPFW can get something going now. Got to make it happen now.
Nice.
There's Ricky. Good job by Ricky Soler. Good set by Mike Termolin. He still had to reach for that, actually. I mean, that was still a tough angle for him to hit. He got it, and the point to IPFW, 13-4. This game really not indicative of the first two games.
Nice job.
And Ricky's going to get another one there. That was a gift. Termolin with 2 quick points. Don's still trailing by 8, 13-5 here in the third game.
Good serves by Mike. Let's see what we can do.
Yes!
Yes.
Now that one looked more out than the one we saw earlier, didn't it?
That's home court advantage.
We're sitting right here on the line.
We got Vinny. Vinny's live in here, our spotter. Oh, yeah. He saw it, too. He's making up.
Home court advantage. It's another top play, and look at that, 13-7 is our score. IPFW coming back behind the serving of Mike Termolin, and we got another timeout. Penn State's going to take this one. Coach Mark Pavlik, maybe only in his second year of being a head coach at Penn State, but he knows better. 13-7 here in the third game, and we're either 2 points away from a major, from what everybody expected, or we're about 8 points away from a major upset, at least in this game anyway. Tune in to Channel 6 Saturday evening, April 13th, 7:30, to watch the Flyers from Lewis University take on the IPFW Mastodons. Catch all of the action of the NCAA volleyball action right here on Channel 6. Saturday night. Next Saturday night.
Are we here tomorrow night?
7:30. Tomorrow night is actually, it's going to be, this is a tape delayed broadcast, so it's actually yesterday we were, we played Pacific, and you know what happened there, everybody. So.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. You should have been there. You should have been there.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the action, and the timeout seemed to work for Mark Pavlik. They get the Termolin serve and put it down, side out back to Penn State. Again, the score 13-7 here in the third game. Penn State only 2 points away from closing this match out. Substitution now for IPFW. First action of the night going to be for Dave Zupp. He replaces Ryan Peratt. Good defensive move, too. Zupp real tough in the back row. Contreras trying to close this thing out for Penn State. Let's see what the Dons do with it.
Ricky again. Nice job.
Right to Ricky. Kepner unable to get there in time to dig it back up. Side out back to IPFW. Brad Perditis. Is he going with a jumper?
Yep.
Yes, he is.
And right in the net.
Should he have gone with a jumper?
Oh, well, we're losing. We're 13-7.
You got to do something, huh? Pompania back. with the serve.
Javier!
Whoa! Javier!
Like
Come on! I tell you, I mean, that's just tough. It's just tough. He is so powerful. They didn't have a block there.
I know. I don't know why he's not getting enough. My coach doesn't like that he's so short. He's 5'10", but he's so exciting.
Very exciting. I mean, you see him standing next to Ryan Perrott there, and you think, gosh, I mean, he comes up to his barely in his chest.
It's so much fun. Like during the week when I practice with them, and now he's always on my team. It's just fun. You know, he's a kid. He's just learning. It's awesome. He's a great kid.
Kevin Hardy is going to try to close things out for Penn State. Javier. He gets dug that time by Pompena. Have a little trouble handling it.
Again. Oh, he said Ricky.
That's nice.
Good choice.
Real good choice. 13-7. We've been locked up there for a little while.
Let's see. Ricky should. He's staying down. Still surviving. Yep. Oh, he got tool. That's inexperience what you just saw. Javier is just a freshman, not enough playing time. And number 5, Kempner, leave. He
just pushed it right off his hands.
Yep.
He knew it was going to hit the antenna.
Again, Ivan did the same thing to Mike, and Mike should have picked that up. He knew.
Game point now for Penn State, 14-7. Some of the fans are going to start hitting the exits now. Remember,
Ricky holding the game.
Diggs going to give it back to the Dons. Ricky again, and that's the match. Big time block again by Contreras and Hurricane. And this game, this match is history. 15-7 in the third game. IPFW puts up a gallant effort, but comes up short to a team that has won a national championship and national runners-up in each of the last 2 years. Ranked number 10 currently, Penn State takes it 17-15, 15-9, and 15-7. And Felipe, tonight it was just one team was just stronger than the other, but IPFW can fall back on the fact that this team really stomped them just a few weeks ago, and a team with a lineup that's not set. And IPFW came out and played well. They were down and they fought back on a number of occasions.
Yep. There were many good things for IPFW. We just didn't quite. I mean, Penn State kept on defense. That just took over. And that was it.
Two good friends right there. Mark Pavlik on your left. I would say the bald guy, but they both look like they're having some trouble. But he and Arnie Ball
the baldy guy.
exchanging pleasantries. Two very, very good friends. And good for volleyball. Again, a better look here at the Expo Center at the Fort Wayne, at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum, a makeshift volleyball arena tonight. Penn State over IPFW 3-0. We'd like to take this time to thank Channel 6 volunteer crew, the Learning Resource Center at IPFW, and WKJG News Center 33 for their contributions to the telecast of our volleyball match this evening. The telecast of this IPFW sports event is copyrighted and the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Unauthorized duplication, exhibition, retransmission, rebroadcast, or other use of this event without express written consent is strictly prohibited. Don't forget to tune in to Channel 6 Saturday evening, April 13th at 7:30 p.m. to see more NCAA volleyball action as the Flyers from Lewis University, ranked number 7 in the nation, take on the IPFW Mastodons. For Felipe Roulette, this is Matt DeLong. Goodbye for now. Again, Penn State on top of IPFW tonight, 3-0. Good night, all.